Well, today I'm going to be enjoying unboxing my lovely new tripod. It's relatively light. It came through Amazon. As you can see, the packaging all looks recyclable. Using about a metre tall. I must say, it came very quickly. It came within a couple of days of the order. All I've got to open it is the scissors. I'm presuming I don't need any more. Just have to pull up the sticky tape to the centre. I'm going to be very careful in case there's something inside that I don't want to tear, like a leaflet. This is good. Paper packaging instead of plastic or polystyrene. It's just to make sure it doesn't rattle around in the box. The box is slightly larger. That's good. We can recycle paper. Paper has many uses, including wrapping packages. And this we've got tripod. You can't faith.com. Okay, and concept. That's just it. No packaging, no polystyrene, nothing, no paper, nothing that doesn't have to be there. Just a little bit of paper to keep it in that bigger packaging box. It does like a bit of damage here, even with all that packaging. And to me, this box looks like it's already been opened. It's the same end as the damage, so probably what happened was somebody dropped it and it sprang open. The other end looks good, also a little bit marked. It could happen just when it's being put together, I guess. Being ready for shipment. But by contrast, it looks a lot better. And it's a bit dusty. It's going to happen in assembly. But the important point is what's in the package. It says a portable tripod for phone, DSLR camera, new, made in China. Unfortunately, we don't have many options these days as to where our goods are made. It was good to have variety, have lots of choices. But the little tab here, which just staples the package together. Just a cardboard tab. Now we pull that out. The rest of it should open quite easily. These are broken out for now. Get this end first. Comes in a nice carry case. That's one of the reasons why I bought this particular one, because I actually like the idea of having my kit in its own case. I don't have to buy a special case or an expensive case, or wonder if the case I buy is the right size. It just has its own carry case. Nothing else in that. No plastic, no paper, nothing unnecessary. So that's good. A little bit of damage there to my nice case. It's at the exact point where the damage was on the box. It's the same end. I'm going to talk to the manufacturer about that, because that's going to let water in. There's something sharp in there, something hard. Not actually sharp, but pointy. So probably that's what protruded through, broke the case. It's not a great recommendation for the case, I have to say, that it gets damaged even in all that packaging before it gets to me. We will protect the goods, that's what we need to know. Kind of concept. Nice sturdy carrying handle, and you can adjust the handle carry it. Zip, and they're actually 2 zips, so you can easily leave them in the middle, which I like. That means if one zip head happened to break for any reason, you wouldn't be too badly stuck here. Now this is wrapped in plastic. Probably to keep all the parts together. Okay, they've all got the same brand name on. This is 3 feet. So you have nice, strong, adjustable rubber feet, so if the ground's a bit sloped, you can adjust them to cope. Silica gel. You know not to eat that, it's not salt. That does, it absorbs any moisture. Plastic good. Use a manual professional tripod. Very nice and useful looking, I have to say. How to use a quick release plate. Always a good idea to look at this, even if you're sure you know how to assemble it, even if you've assembled tripods many times before. You've got a plastic tripod, please read the operating instructions carefully. Quick release knock knob, horizontal rotation knock knob, center column knock knob, sponge grip. These are spongy. Mounting screw, which will be on the top when I get to it. Yep, there it is. Quick release plate. Vertical tilt lock knob. Handle. And another handle. Like flip locks in the rubber foot. Folded height 57 centimeters. Working height 54 centimeters. That's obviously because it's splayed out a bit. That's the 54 centimeter height. And that, of course, is before we get started on expanding the legs. I'll just make sure it all works, because having seen that it got a bit of a knock through the case, I'm a bit suspicious, so probably no reason to be, but okay, when you hear that click, that means it's solid. Just locked up there. Get to this. What else is that? That's the handle. That means you can pick it up and carry it, whether or not the legs were locked. Mind your fingers. It's a nice height. It's a nice working height for a lot of things. Very sturdy. Feels good. And suddenly there we go. Telescope in the legs to make sure they all work. Yep. Something out of science fiction film, it just keeps getting longer. Anyhow. Shoulder-mounted tripod, I don't think. That's astonishing. It's absolutely astonishing how long that is. And of course they'll splay out. Well, let's start locking. Normally you'll just one leg at a time. Spread them out. Establish what length you actually need to get the height you actually need. Now, that's not bad. I'm 5'5". What, about 5'2" there? It's not bad. And then your camera goes on top of that. So you're going to get eye level for even a taller human being these days. without much difficulty. Maybe not high level for everyone. I'm sure there are taller people than me. But here's the box. To make it manageable. This hook in the centre, it's plastic. That's actually relevant because this is a very useful purpose. When you have the camera extended as tall as you just seen, you can use that hook to suspend something with a bit of weight on it. Let's pretend this has got a bag of sugar in it. A lady's handbag with all her phones and notebooks. And what that does is it keeps the tripod centred and keeps the centre of balance low, keeps it down. So the tripod is more stable, less prone to blow around in the wind. Or if somebody accidentally walks a bit close and taps off it. I've found in the past that a good way to protect your tripod is actually to put the case, if you have a case, under the tripod, because it makes people see more easily that there's a big obstruction on the ground. They don't always see the legs poking out to the side. And this might help too. Just have something solid there. However, pay attention, this is plastic. And that means you can't suspend extremely heavy weights off it. It's not that strong. Looks plastic to me anyway. If it's carbon fibre, they don't mention it. It's called plastic. Now that's metal, it's cold. And these are nice soft grips. And if you feel comfortable holding on to them, I think even in cold weather I'd be quite comfortable holding on to those. Or I wouldn't be comfortable holding on to metal for very long. There we are with the hook. Carry handle. Now that actually hinge here, that'll pinch your finger because it just pinched me. So you want to either wear gloves, I guess you can wear leather gloves. Or just be very careful of it. Some people would have wider hands than I would. Might not be able to get all the fingers in there. But for me it's fine, except at the top, which I'll remember from now on so it won't happen again. I hope. Pinches your finger. And you've got good studs here, inset, so give you a bit of a grip. And again at the top here, if you need to grip. Right, now let's see what else there is. In case you need to hang it up. On top here we've got the usual plate. It's not the camera stable. It's for tilting and panning. Very nice, but it is on a screw thread. Be aware of that. Pan it too many times and it'll come off. There's your head. That's it. And what we've got. I'm not familiar with these. Another pole. And these unscrew, that'll be for your phone. Yep, that's to fasten on the phone. There's a screw thread in this part. Which reminds me. Here without having to buy a separate mounting. And come out my phone. So it doesn't go very far down. I don't know why. Lovely. Maybe I'm not doing something quite right yet. A little metal piece protruding here. I don't know what that's for, but seems to be stopping me getting the phone tag in. Okay, I don't know why there's a metal screw protruding there. That's not what I expected to see. If you can see that. Don't know what it's attached to. It doesn't seem to be attached to this. No. Lift this plate. I see nothing under there that screw is attached to. I wasn't expecting to see a screw, so I don't know why it's there. This is the mounting for my camera. This can move a bit. Not go back and forth. Honestly, I don't know what it's attached to. Right, let's get that off. That's the quick release plate. That screw is housed in a little plastic cup here. So presumably it's got a purpose. Straight up now. Maybe that's the quick release button. I would have thought that's a quick release button. Let's see how we get on. It's reasonably sturdy. Okay, I'll press that down. That goes off. Okay. Right, got that now. If you press the button in, so that's how that works. So the straight edge here allows you to lift this out and slot it back in. First time I've seen one of those. I'm going to see what I can fit under it. Amazing that cameras evolved in line with the same standards all the time. Here's my very small compact digital. It's an Olympus. I'm using that for a long time. And what I'm finding is this little screw is pressing down nicely, but the Olympus going around on it. Okay. I can use this for film or just a camera, but I've really only used it as a camera. And it looks very tiny on this big tripod. I had a smaller tripod before. And so I want to take this out. And my quick release is now hidden. Move this back. Do a few things to get it off, and carefully of course, because you don't want to be throwing cameras around or having them slide off and drip. Also on this. This photography only. And there's a small hole underneath, and as you can see, the fitting still fits after all these years. They have not actually changed. And there we go. Quite an old, heavy Olympus camera. Not 30 years old or more. And it still fits. And it feels about the right weight for this tripod. It feels like it needs a good sturdy tripod rather than a little light one. So I think that'll be a good match for a larger film camera, camcorder. That looks good. Click again, I don't like that. That's coming from that little button. I don't mean they're supposed to take this off separately. Yeah, it's that little button is making the noise. However, that's it. Now let's go with something more modern. Let's go with an action camera and a phone. A mini action cam and one of my tripods. It fits perfectly. That comes with its own case. This is a small case it's in. The case is what has the screw. As you can see, there's the action cam. And there's the case. Case has a screw on both ends, same size. At this point I have to turn off the phone and continue recording with the action cam in order to show you how the phone fits in to the tripod holder. In the past I've had to take the phone out of a case, but this case seems to fit quite well. It's a Samsung phone. And make sure you don't press on any of the side buttons with the holder. Don't want to turn off the phone. Also, you can see that this holder will allow it to fit on the tripod either vertically or horizontally. Mostly when we're filming we'll be doing it on widescreen, but there could be times when you'd want to take a photograph vertically or to record a film vertically for some reason. And again, there's plenty of movement on it. Now, I'm happy with all this, but I'm still got that problem with the hole in the bag in the carry case. I'm going to contact the manufacturer and see what they say. Today I'm excited because I've got the new bag for my tripod. It's come direct from the Beijing Mail Center in China. How I got this was I sent photographs of the original bag with the damage in an email and showed that I could poke my finger through the hole. It was there. And I explained it had occurred probably in transport somewhere along the line of the transit that it took. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't blaming anyone. And this item had been in an unboxing video which I was making. And I didn't want to put the video up until I was able to assure all the customers that they might get this good, safe company to deal with, as of course they are. So here's my lovely tripod. I'm going to put it into the new case. And that was it. I had no problem. All I had to do was be prepared to wait because it was over the Christmas period and New Year period and other issues, COVID-19, would delay sending it out. However, that was no problem. Looks like the same bag. I have to confirm the models and my order number, which I had from Amazon, of course. That looks perfect. Absolutely perfect. Little sticker on it, probably just a production sticker. It's okay. Slider works the same way. So now I've got the nut. Again, it has the 2 zips, which meet in the middle. I like that, it's much more practical than just one. And would you believe there's a tiny bit of damage there too? I don't believe this. Did they send me something identical to what I already had? That wasn't what I was asking for. I'm quite surprised by this. Does it mean that every single one they're turning out is being damaged in the same way? Or was this one that was returned to them and they were hoping I would accept it? The number on the sticker is D240922. I don't know what that means, but this is very strange. It means that despite my dealings with the very pleasant and efficient gentleman over the email, I now have a second damaged case for my tripod. The original damage is not quite in the same place. Not far off. Not far off. I'll see it was made by the exact same cause. Whatever that is. 1, 2. Well, I shall be getting on to that nice gentleman again. See what happens next time.